Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read chapter 1103. The moment where Saturn tells two Marines, "Go stop Luffy, cuff him." Saturn was literally right next to Luffy. He could have stomped on Luffy, okay? He was literally one step away from Luffy. I mean, Saturn likes calling people insects, but he doesn't want to step on insects, apparently. So he just tells two Marines, "I'm busy holding Bonnie in my hand. You guys go deal with Luffy." And the funny thing is that Luffy was the number one threat to the world government. The Kurosei were very scared after Wano when they heard that Nika was back. So I'm not sure why he wastes time with Bonnie when he could have just stepped on Luffy right away. But because Saturn was stupid, Luffy escaped. The only way for Luffy to escape was when Kuma arrived and created chaos around everyone. But the two Marines were literally right next to Luffy, like 2 steps away. Like what? 2, 3, 4 seconds away? If they ran, they could have gotten to Luffy in like 1, 2 seconds. So it makes no sense that Luffy just disappeared like that. And it makes no sense that it took these two Marines, like what, 5 minutes to get to Luffy from right next to him? Anyways, it's kind of obvious that Luffy disappeared during the chaos when Kuma arrived. There is no way that Luffy could have disappeared before that because everyone was watching him. I mean, two Marines were watching him. Saturn didn't give two shits about Luffy, which is completely inconsistent with his character. Seeing how scared he was of Luffy, literally at the end of Wano, but whatever. So now I'm going to read the chapter from the Marines walking towards Luffy and everyone getting distracted by Kuma. I'm gonna read the entire text between Saturn, Bonnie, and Vegapunk, and we can see how long it actually took for the two Marines to take 2 steps next to Luffy. Catch him immediately, he's literally 2 steps away. I can't manipulate my age near this old guy. Why is that? Bonnie, the one who gave you this skill, was me. What? We conducted an experiment on a certain baby, where we gave them the skills of a devil fruit user, without making them eat it directly. We administered it with an extract. Although it was a success, it is indeed an unnecessary fruit. The user is able to transform however they want regarding the foreseeable future. However, its abilities are severely decreased when one's knowledge about the future differs from reality. I want to believe in Nika! Nika exists from the day that Dad became a cyborg who obeyed you without question. I swore that I'd search for him to give him freedom again. The first glint of evidence that confirmed a reality where he was dead was enough to weaken me. Your father, who believed in such worthless legends, said this to me. I want to save people just like Nika. It was also me who experimented with drugs on your mother, the one who would later become the eighth lady of the Holy Land. But the side effects didn't stop showing up. The blue marks were still appearing. It was a failure. It didn't go very well. So even her child inherited the condition. What? It was all your fault? Your experiment, Saturn! You were toying with Kuma's family by using an illness such as the sapphire scales. This was the reason why Kuma gave away his life. Hey, you should put yourself in my place. Are you saying that I should understand the feelings of an insect? That's impossible. Now, this is the moment where Kuma arrives. Kuma is behind Saturn and everyone gets distracted. This is the only moment that Luffy had time to escape.